So this is a quick rundown on a Honda CR-V 2017 EXL. First thing I'm going to show you is remote start. You always press that lock button first, and then you'll fire it up with this button right here. You'll notice my blue CR-V is kicking on right there. When I walk up to the car, just put my hand on it, you'll hear it beep. It's now unlocked for me, so I can hop in. When I hop in this car, you're going to notice that my electronics aren't on. It's going to ask me to hit the foot on the brake, press the start button, and then everything will fire on the car. It'll remain started though. This way I can cool off the car or heat it up depending on what the temperature is outside. Quick rundown of your brand new CR-V, or if you're thinking about buying one, just kind of walk you through some features. I've got power windows, auto up and down on your driver and passenger side. My window locks, my door locks, my mirrors, powered mirrors, so slide left and right and then adjust with the pad. You'll notice that I do have memory seating in this car now. That's new in 2017. So this used to be in a higher trim. Over here on the dash, you'll notice a couple different things. My road departure mitigation is connected to my tailgate, my forward collision warning system that helps with my collision mitigated braking, and my vehicle stability assist. These are pretty self-explanatory. Vehicle stability assist is always on unless you hold this for 3 to 4 seconds to turn it off. The only time you'd ever want to turn that off is if you were stuck in the mud and wanted to spin your tires. That would be the situation where that would apply. Jumping up to the steering wheel, some buttons right here. Cool thing I like about the CR-V that not all of my other vehicles do is when you slide your finger up and down, it affects the volume, so you could hear it come up there if I keep dragging. So a really nice feature. You can also tap it down too. So just kind of a nice touch that Honda added this year to the vehicle. This will jump between my favorite stations. If I'm going up and down, this will jump between FM, AM, whatever I may be listening to. Enter is just going to select for the menu button. So when I see the I button up here, when I press this I button, you'll notice that up here, my displays are going to change. I'm going to alertness monitor, service reminder, audio. So I'm going to select audio. From there now, it'll pull up the menu for that audio setting. Or if I wanted to toggle to something different, my Bluetooth, change miles, kilometers, that kind of thing. Let's go over to my tripometer. I'll select it. Now I'm in my tripometer. Down here, you'll see this is to answer a phone call. This is to hang up a phone call or go back. And then this is for my voice commands. If you use an iPhone and you have Siri, this is really nice because you can press and hold this until you hear Siri come on and then make any request for Siri to do something for you. So I just like that touch to it. Over on the right side is where you're gonna see the Honda Sensing Suite controls. The main button is the first one you'll wanna turn on. When you turn that on, you'll see ACC and LKAS come on. That's Adaptive Cruise Control and Lane Keep Assist. Adaptive Cruise Control is when I set my speed to 65, if I have the adaptive cruise control on and the guy in front of me slows down, my car will slow down. When I get out from behind him, it'll pick back up to that speed that I was at. Lane Keep Assist, to use that, you will press this button right here. You'll see this toggle on. At 45 miles an hour, once it's reading the road with the camera, those dotted lines you're seeing that are coming on and off right now will turn solid. That means it's now reading the road. If I start to veer out of my lane, it'll naturally just kind of give a little pull and put me back in my lane. These work with the adaptive cruise control. So once I get up to speed, I set, cancel, resume, and this just sets the distance between me and the car in front of me. When you see a car icon in front of those moving boxes right now, that's when you know. When I come over here, parking brake. To use this, put your foot down on the brake, pull up on it to set the parking brake. To release it, put it on the brake, press down to turn it off. Brake hold is set up to where if I come to a stop and I have the car to complete stop, my seatbelt is on because that is the one requirement for this setting. It will hold the brake for me. So if I'm in stop and go traffic, I don't have to keep my foot pressed on the brake, then on the gas, then hold it to the brake and kind of wear out your foot. ECON will improve the gas mileage of the car. I'll show you a quick example of something. I'm gonna crank the AC all the way up. When I turn this on, see if you can hear it, dampens it just a little bit. So if you could hear it, hopefully you could. It improves gas mileage cars, shuts down some electrical systems in the front of the car. How it does so though is it is gonna affect a couple things. One, the AC unit, and two, your accelerator. So just be aware of that. Your AC controls are right here. You do have heated seats, they're down underneath. You can see the 3 different settings you have. On the touchscreen, I'll walk you through a couple things. I'll jump to the home screen first. When I plug up to the USB, which is in my center console down here, I'll show it to you. You'll see the one with the phone on it. That will allow me to activate Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which will allow you to pull up your maps, your messages, music, everything right there on the screen. For Apple users, it's gonna look exactly like your phone. For Android users, it's gonna look like the Google card. So if you've never seen that, you might wanna Google it. Or, it'll look pretty familiar. As far as your options go, you'll see audio. I'll just quickly show you what your sources are here. Your different options are FM, AM, 90 days of satellite radio comes standard with the car, USB, iPod, any of the eyes will plug in. You do have Bluetooth compatibility. You do have Pandora compatibility. I recommend Bluetooth though, only because if you use the Pandora button while listening to the app, it will lock the screen of your phone. And in case you need to get to anything, you can't. So I'm not a big fan of that. I will jump over to your info button. This is where you can see tripometer information, just general screensaver up there if you want things like that. I'm gonna jump back out of that. Honda Link is where you can pull your VIN, a little bit different information on the car, not a whole lot there, but they are building it to add some extra features for you here coming in the future. Phone button will just get you to your Bluetooth settings, which I don't have a phone connected up this one yet. Settings. So if you went through a personalized settings worksheet after you bought the car, probably going to talk to you about door locks and window locks. Those things are right here. So let me scroll right back down here. Lighting setup is right here as far as affecting interior and exterior lights. Back out of this screen and show your door lock settings too. So I'll go to your door and window setup, and this is where you can get to your auto door locks as far as the default settings. When you hit 9 miles an hour, or 10 really, it'll lock the car's doors as far as safety goes, and then unlocking them when you open the driver's side door, it'll unlock the remaining doors. You can change all those settings right here too. So just a couple quick settings to walk you through. Hopefully that helps out. Other than that, this is where you'll see it light up when you can access Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, so just be aware of that. Other than that, the new EXL does come with a couple cool features. First thing I'll show you is the center console is a little bit different from previous years. You have a sliding door here and a deeper well there. You can actually remove this, so kind of a cool feature. Flip it around and slide it down in there, and now it'll lock into place, and it'll actually fit a box of tissue in there. So if you're one of those people who keeps tissue or wipes with you just in case, know that that'll fit there. And it leaves an empty space in case you just need to get things in and out. If you want it covered, you can flip it around, obviously, and put it back to the other setting that I just had. You do have an auto dimming mirror. Hey, there's me. Up here, you do have a couple things. The roof controls, your lighting, as far as when you open the doors, if they turn on, and then setting up your home link, so garage door, gate clicker, things like that. Sunglasses holder, this is the same from the previous generation. You can see where I have also the mirror to keep an eye on kids in the back if I've got that. Lit vanities, your moonroof. This is a leather model. Obviously, it's an EXL with the wood paneling, so I really like some of the touches they added to the car now as far as that in the digital display. So other than that, hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Give me a call, 512-443-4300, and ask for Justin Fuller, or my email, the letter J, Fuller, at howdyhonda.com, or just respond to this YouTube video. Hope you have a great day. Look forward to talking to you. Thanks again.